Have you ever been told yes by a prospect to a new sale or partnership and you're all excited, only to have it followed up with maybe hours later, days later with a no? It can be some of the most devastating feelings that we feel as sales reps, right? Gut wrenching. So this happened to me last week, and the prospect and I had a relationship. Kind of, it was a warm, I guess you could say, a warm lead. Kind of known him for years, and everything was going super easy. It seemed way too good to be true in my mind. I'm like, oh, this is kind of a slam dunk. This is crazy. This never happens. So he calls me last week. We want to go with you. Great. Send me the paperwork. I'm sending it over. He calls me back literally 3 minutes later and says, Micah, I'm sorry. We've changed our mind. I just can't make a change right now. Sorry. I'm obviously down about it, right? And I'm going to send him an email that says, thank you. And in that email, I was going to ask him a question about, what had changed, and can you just let me know? And before I hit send, kind of this little voice in my head was like, man, you just took the sale for granted. You never showed him any value, really, right? You had some good conversations on the phone, but you didn't follow your typical process that you do with someone you don't know. Why don't you just pick up the phone and call him and see if he's willing to meet, and not to twist his arm and change his mind, but just to really show him kind of what you can do for him, and have a real good conversation about what issues he's having and all that. So that's what I did. I picked up the phone, I listened to that little voice, and I called him. He agreed to meet. We met today. We had a great meeting. He brought in 2 of his team people who are instrumental on the insurance, and I got the sale. I got the order. A really nice account for next year, and I'm excited, right? And he feels good now. We all feel good. So it taught me some really valuable lessons I want to share with you. The first is, don't take a warm lead or a slam dunk deal for granted. Still follow your process, still demonstrate value, right? They're still making a change, and change is uncomfortable. The second thing it taught me, if you need to have a hard conversation, have it in person or at least over the phone. And the third thing is, follow your gut instinct. In sales, sometimes we can be so process driven, but you need to follow your gut instinct. And if I would have never called him back to get, to actually have a meeting in person, I would have never got the sale. He'd have probably replied to my email or maybe ignored it. And I would have lost out on this opportunity. I hope you found this encouraging. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please share it with someone and comment below. Has this ever happened to you? And how have you overcome it? I'd love to hear your story. Have a good one.